That's good. No, so you talk a lot about your journey with love, your father, your relationship with your daughter in your book, Let Love Have the Last Word. Recently, you broke the internet. You and Tiffany are over, and I'm like the kid who don't know why the parents are separating. Here we are. I felt like as many people were a part of your relationship because you're not just because you're a public figure, but I have the opportunity to be closer to both of you. What happened? That they're saying that it was this busy schedules, but I mean, you're both gonna just keep getting busier. You're gonna keep getting busier. What happened?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say like Tiffany, as you know, is for me like one of the best people I met in life. Like one of the the best hearted and most authentic and caring people that I met in life. And that's what made me love her and be in love with her and want to be in a relationship with her and grow with her. And we, as you said, as the parents, we had a real healthy and loving like it probably was the most mature relationship I have been in a relationship, meaning the communication, the respect, just all around, man. And even from the standpoint of being dealing with the pandemic and being around each other and like communicating and knowing how to navigate that. Because a lot of relationships that I honestly have been in, I've been on the move because it's just me and that person we both have professions. Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship. And as you said, neither one of us is going to stop. Like we both care about our crafts and what we do, and we care about love too and partnership. But I think the energy that has been put into our careers and continuing to want to do the things that we do for ourselves and for the people is like it was hard for me to balance all of that and keep the relationship fed. And I think I had to come to the understanding that and we came to the understanding it was a mutual thing essentially, that we came to the understanding that like this is what's going to be best, like for us to still continue to love each other and be there for each other, is to not be in a romantic relationship, because we won't be able to get to that. And I don't want to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's not about anybody else or another relationship, because that's not where my heart and head is. It's just really honestly is actually committing to so much work that we do, that is hard when the other person is working just as much, to actually give time and love and nurturing to the relationship.
But you're big on sage and cleansing space and really, the chakras of the world. I don't know if that's who if you're the one who inspired her to do it, because she inspired me to do it. I was walking through my house saging one day, and one of my friends says, "Don't bring that spirit in here." I'm like, first of all, it's my house. I bring whatever I want. But
Exactly.
what couldn't y'all have saged it? Saged the schedule, something? I mean, was there just no way of figuring out how to make it work in the whole demand of your career? Because I mean, I I don't know. I'm biased, but I loved y'all together.
Man, I mean, I feel like our energy is great together, and I I feel like we discussed it, we kind of gave it time, and I I think like for one thing that because I care about Tiffany a whole lot, like I was like, I want to make sure she is happy. And if I wasn't going to be able to keep that happiness, then I didn't want to do that. And sometimes, I do understand that, man, some relationships transition into other things, like meaning sometimes they transition into friendships. Sometimes you are in that person's life and you all give each other what you give each other, and then you flourish and grow like into new things. And one thing I can say about Tiffany and I, like I feel like both of us cherish and value that relationship and our relationship, and have both come out better human beings. Um, so I didn't want to lose that. I didn't want to, like, just be like, one thing I don't do is just do things. I'll tell you this: I don't do music, love, family, God, any acting. I don't do any of those half-heartedly. None of, like, I don't do it three-fourths heartedly. I got to give my whole soul to it, my whole heart and soul. And honestly, like I said, it's difficult when you putting a lot into the music, the acting, and then you going to these places and you got to stay here. Look, I'm in London right now. I'm basically gonna be in London for the next 5 months. I come home for Christmas, but I'm here. It's difficult to help to try to keep, especially when somebody is filming. Tiff doing her own movie for like 6 months. So it's like,
Mhm.
okay, how do we keep this? So that, I think it truly did come down to some of that.